If you could take a pill every day that perfectly replicated a good night's sleep, made you feel physically refreshed and chemically balanced, like a real sleep, would you take it every day? What would you do with all that newly acquired time? Real sleep doesn't do that for me, so yes. I'd probably use my free time to sleep. Take one before the sleep. That's how you exit the simulation, or get put one level deeper. Easy Neo. Don't you wish you had taken the blue pill? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. A prison for your mind. Who reads level deeper when discussing false realities whilst asleep, then makes a Matrix reference instead of an Inception one? Someone who grew up in the 90s. We've had one sleep, yes, but what about second sleep? I don't think he knows about second sleep. User 1Cornholio5, Reddit link. Throws apple. Gets hit by apple, looks up at the sky in confusion. r/unexpected litter, Reddit link. What about 11 sleep? Noon sleep? Afternoon sleep? Evening sleep? Night sleep? Does he know about those? Imagine the feeling when you're waking up and are so comfortable in bed you don't want to get up but for the whole night instead. I'd say, why haven't pharmaceutical companies come up with this? They'd make a fortune, and then I remember, oh yeah, they already did. Narcotics are a thing. Serious question. Drugs like weed and alcohol inhibit REM sleep, and I can notice the lower quality of sleep when I use them and then stop. Do narcotics not also do this? Yes. But if you have more narcotics to take in the morning, you don't care. Everything is just gravy. Until you run out of narcotics. Then it all immediately catches back up to you. This is why meth is popular in double job situations. People are stuck with the need for both money and sleep, but they can only get one, and meth for a relatively low cost at least temporarily removes the need for sleep. Amphetamines are a hell of a drug, and removing the scourge from our societies means having to rebuild them around recognizing the needs they fill instead of just punishing addicts. That was my thought too. I would take it for sure, and use the free time to track down the elusive colossal squid. No retro gaming tournaments? Well, I would, of course, Master Beatman. And continue to enjoy my solitary hot pocket at dawn. Can I meet you at dawn for a hot pocket? It's a lean pocket, and no, your presence would disrupt that. Thank you for this. Most polite refusal ever, laughing my butt off. r/unexpected American Dad, as I remember it, though I think it was a corn dog. Could be mistaken. Reddit link. Stan is the solitary barbecue lean pocket, Klaus is the solitary corn dog. He clearly said solitary. Me too? It's become a ritual. Your presences would disturb that. It's so good to see an American Dad reference in the top comment. I think I'd watch every movie ever made, alphabetically by actor's last name. I'm on Martin Mull. Underrated actor. Could anybody else have played Colonel Mustard in Clue? The answer is yes, Christopher Lloyd. The point is, Mull gets works, consistently. Martin Mull isn't real, he's merely a character created by the world's greatest detective, Gene Parmesan. I love when he does this. Every time I watch this scene, I wonder 1. How many movies are there? And 2. Would it even be possible to watch every movie ever made in a person's average lifetime? Assuming a person lives about 75 years, they're asleep 1/3 of the time, and movies watched before the age of 6 don't count. That leaves you 403,437 hours to watch movies. If movies are 2 hours long on average, you can watch 201,718 movies in a lifetime, give or take. The dataset that IMDb makes publicly available for free has 572,190 movies listed in it, and that's not even their full data. So, it looks like you probably couldn't watch all the movies. You'd have to live to at least 150 to have a shot at it. I killed it. Oh no, it's just a baby. Just a baby. Is that American Dad I smell? Indeed. From the Stand Time episode, which is basically an entire episode devoted to answering this Reddit question. Love that episode. Original poster replies. This is like the 10th mention of it here, maybe I should try it. I've been loyal to Family Guy for so long. Plus Steve sings like an angel. His R&B bits are so good. Daddy's gone, not going home, ever again. Daddy. Girl, you're going to feel a little prick. American Dad is McFarlane's best work hands down. I'm literally watching it again for the millionth time now. Viewing them all overall, Family Guy is the weakest of the three. Oh, you simply must, it's way more funny than what Family Guy puts out these days. Absolutely this. American Dad has a lot of really dark humor and doesn't rely on the cutaway jokes. American Dad has developed character arcs and Family Guy has upped the stereotypes of the characters times 10. American Dad is hilarious. Even the Cleveland show is decent and you should watch it if you like Family Guy. American Dad is artisanal aged white cheddar while Family Guy is like generic American cheese. Weird, I just watched that American Dad episode. American Dad. I think you mean, win the regional Beat Man competition. Just remember. You can fly once. Bad news about Halloween, Francine. I'm going to save it for Halloween then, I'm going as a turkey. Yes they do, yes they do. Easy, Francine. No, sometimes, I just want the lights to go out and wake up confused in 6 to 12 hours. I mean drugs? Can confirm, I'm there right now. I'm high with a confusing day ahead tomorrow. Yeah, but that's future you's problem, enjoy the moment. Ah, dang it. You just reminded me of future me's problem for the morning. I'm out of coffee. Just get up 5 minutes earlier. That gives you enough time to buy some cocaine and then you'll wonder why you ever drank coffee. Bulletproof plan for sure. I take it about every 10 hours so I'm always refreshed. I'd probably have to spend some of that time eating a lot more to accommodate the additional calorie burn. Original poster replies. Smart. Maybe, depending on how much they cost. This would be a multi-trillion-dollar product. Every government and military would stockpile it, followed by every corporation. Original poster replies. And then there's be products off the back of it to balance the additional calories consumed and exercise routines for people who don't lie down for long enough. So it would support other side effect businesses. All hail capitalism. In this world? Pretty sure people would be working 20-hour shifts by next month. And the month after that, the slave lords will start expecting it. That you aren't willing to give us at least 10 hours during Christmas really tells us you're not a team player. My company wanted me to fly back to work while I was on holiday during a pandemic that we knew had very little info about how deadly it is at the time. I no longer work for them. Not lying down is actually fine. It's the sitting for too long that will get you. Sleeping saves very few calories compared to sitting still, unfortunately. I'm talking about all the extra calories I'd burn being out and about. I'd also have time to get in 2 workouts a day several days a week. I think if that ever became the case, and was affordable, sleep would be a luxury. Employers would create more strenuous shifts that would run into the night and those who need the money would take the opportunity. Sleep would become a part of the rich/poor divide. Original poster replies. I'd say that sounds dystopian, but it sounds scarily plausible. Well, good news. Dystopia doesn't just mean fantasy, it is absolutely possible. Thank God. You can't even imagine how much I was scared thinking if the elites wouldn't be able to exploit my rights. Don't worry, citizen, so long as the elites control everything from bribery, lobbying and the flow of information to censor fact check, then the elites can do whatever they like to you with a smile, not only from the authorities but also the other poor citizens who believe them. May the odds be ever in your favor. Lobbying and bribery are definitely far too similar for my liking, but I wouldn't go equating fact-checking to censorship. In fact, it's already happening and people just don't realize it. It's already a reality. A huge portion of the things you can do with money involve trading it for time. You can spend all your time making money. You can spend all your love making time, including sometimes getting a good night's sleep or having a normal sleep cycle. Lol. In real dystopian future, you pay half your wages for the medication and are required to buy it from your employer. Think of all the extra money you will have working double. Though yeah, you will be spending a lot of that money on the pills and stuff. And you will definitely become dependent on them, so you better hope they don't jack those prices up. If you suddenly can't get them, you could lose your job working 16-hour shifts. Then once everyone starts working double shifts to catch up to the rising call, we'll be back to where we started, but even more work time. Unfortunately, not how it works. In 20 to 30 years, not sleeping will become a new norm and you will have the same wage, probably less, from a 12 to 16 hours workday as from a regular day right now. Just like 50 years ago, you could afford a middle-class living with a single parent working full-time job, and now both parents absolutely must work to have ends meet. You'd think two people working instead of one would make twice the money, and you'd be wrong. Not just plausible, this is what would happen. You know this. Any opportunity employers can take to squeeze us, every last drop, and no matter the cost to us, they will take. That's kind of what happens in the story Power Nap. There is a pill created that replaces sleep and work days become 18 hours, establishments are open 24/7. Except some people can't take the pill and are regarded as disabled by new society. It's a pretty rad comic. I highly recommend it. Web link. Came looking for Power Nap, found Power Nap. It is a complete story, too. Glad I kept up with the sporadic updates over the years. If it wasn't affordable, then not sleeping would be the luxury that the rich abuse to keep getting richer. Or you would have some jobs that included the anti-sleep pill as a perk of the job, but you owed the company 16-hour days in exchange. Haha, wow, that's such a good point. Either way, the rift is widening. And then eventually, when enough demographic data is available, they'll discover that taking this medication for an extended amount of time increases people's susceptibility to clinical depression and brain aneurysms, lowering the average life expectancy by a decade. But by then, use of this drug will be so ingrained in the capitalist working class that we'll just shrug our shoulders and say that's how it works now. Pull yourselves up by the bootstraps and you could have natural sleep and no brain aneurysms if you really wanted. Dude, I haven't taken a vacation in 15 years. Dude, I haven't been home in 15 years. This is getting too real for me. Like spooky real. Already is real. Many warehouse workers take amphetamines to work longer and faster. And as a bonus, makes it easier to get rid of people with cause, i.e., without giving them grounds for unemployment benefits, if they fail a drug test, or avoid paying workers' comp if they get injured on the job. Managers love this crap. To be honest, 8 hours a day for more than 30 years makes a net win compared to a decade in life expectancy lost. That is, at least, if you do not account for changes in quality of life. 8 hours a day for more than 30 years makes a net win. Except that you're working 16 or more out of every 24 hours because almost everyone else is also working 80-hour weeks. And the minimum wage has been stagnant for the last 20 years because everyone works twice as much, so their pay has doubled anyway, according to the lobbyists. I mean, no magic pill will make 16-hour days productive. They simply aren't for any lengthy period of time, and every study backs this. Then cut every 4 hours with the wonder pill, you get the equivalent mental and physical rest of an entire evening every 4 hours, leaving you full regenerated to keep on chugging. Other countries will start to crack down on its use and regulate it to prevent these side effects. But in the US? Oh, well, that would never work here, we're just different. Much like in We Happy Few, but with sleep rather than euphoria? Only if the pill were reasonably affordable. Otherwise, the pill would end up the luxury instead. The rich would use their newfound leisure time to, I don't know, make more money? Exploit more people? Become involved in, and subsequently cover up, more scandals? Whatever things rich people do. Narrow's gaze, I bet you sleep, you rich bastard. This right here is why unions exist. Bezos, not if I have anything to say about it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.